Thanks for joining us. I'm Brittany Breeding. A new election should be held for the office of Caddo Sheriff. That was the ruling made today by Judge Joseph Blake. I break down why he came to this decision and what the next steps are. We begin tonight with a shootout between police and an armed suspect in the Cedar Grove neighborhood. And I'm Brittany Breeding. It's all thanks to KTBS viewer tips and leads in this case after my recent stories have aired about the deaths of Jan Todd and Jody Tony. We've got a new spot to enjoy some music. Sweet Caroline's Dueling Piano Bar opens next week. DJ Roman is a managing partner and joins us now. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Awesome. So what can people expect at Sweet Caroline's? And I'm Brittany Breeding. Thanks for joining us. A Marshall, Texas mother says her disabled daughter was abused by the people who were supposed to protect her, her teachers. Millions of people are bracing for a stormy Saturday. The threat of severe weather looms across the Arklatex and the Northeast this weekend. The Northwest Louisiana Veterans Cemetery, located in Keithville, is honoring those who fought for our freedom this holiday season. The Northwest Louisiana Veterans Cemetery Foundation, along with many volunteers, went and placed wreaths on all of the grave sites. It's part of the Wreaths Across the Cemetery. A ceremony was held beforehand, and then family members and volunteers were able to fill the cemetery with the red ribbon wreaths. They'll be here till January 5th. The community showing up to support a Bossier City police officer going through cancer treatments. Today, the police department held a cookout for that officer. I was there and show you how it all turned out. Throughout the year, the TXK 150 committee has been hosting events to celebrate the sesquicentennial. KTBS 3's Julie Parr takes a look back at some of those big events and the big night still ahead. Shock and anger in a Texas town over the violent death of a cheerleader. We'll show you the heartwarming way her classmates chose to honor her. Hello everyone, I'm Brittany Breeding. Happy Thanksgiving and thanks for joining us. It's the giving season and two nonprofits here in Shreveport made sure anyone who needed a hot Thanksgiving meal received one. KTBS 3's Chelsea Burrows joins us now to tell us more. Thanks, Chelsea. Well, volunteers with Companions of Caddo Parish Animal Services and some other amazing local rescues in the area gathered yesterday to make the homeless pups and cats feel special. They served more than 150 Thanksgiving dinner bowls to all the homeless dogs and cats. The meals for the animals included all the Thanksgiving fixings. That includes green beans, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, rice, and of course turkey. As you can see, they loved it and enjoyed every single bit of it. Well, it's a Thanksgiving tradition, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And this morning, you might have seen some familiar faces. The Benton High School cheer and dance teams performed in the parade. I spoke with some of the cheerleaders after it was over.
This was a great experience.
A once-in-a-lifetime experience performing in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
It's definitely a magical experience, definitely something completely different than what we're used to. There were thousands of people along us on the streets, and that was totally awesome, but then there's also millions of people watching all over the country, and for something that we have grown up watching on TV, we were in it. That's very rare for somebody to say, but I think it's amazing.
Around 45 members of the Benton High cheer and dance teams had the opportunity to be part of the parade, but it wasn't easy to get there.
They've also put in a lot of hard work to be here. We got the choreography for their routine while we were still at home, and so they practiced every day for weeks to make sure they had it down perfect before they even made it to New York.
Each girl had to raise around $3,000 for the trip.
We were the smallest group there, so it's cool that we even made the cut, which we couldn't have done that without our awesome community supporting us and helping us fundraise to be here, which we are really appreciative of.
They got to New York Saturday. Since then, they've had practice between 6 to 8 hours each day. But they say it was all worth it when they took the first steps onto the route.
Just crowds of people on the sides and cameras coming everywhere and flashes.
And knowing that I have people supporting me and watching me from TV and recording has just been really, really fun. I'm glad I get to experience it.
They say it's an experience they'll never forget. I'm Brittany Breeding, KTBS 3 News. Also in the Big Apple today, the Louisiana Celebration Gator. Everybody in New York was doing the Louisiana Boot Shake. Cajun fiddler Amanda Shaw from Mandeville and Alexandria native and country singer Alex Smith shared a piece of the Pelican State in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade with an energetic and exciting performance of their song Boot Shake aboard the Gator. This was the third consecutive year that the Celebration Gator crawled along the parade route. The goal is to encourage viewers to experience the culture, history, food, and music that are uniquely Louisiana. Well, Small Business Saturday officially kicks off this weekend. The Texarkana is hoping a special scavenger hunt will encourage shoppers to get an early start. The Stuff Your Stocking with Small Businesses campaign is now underway. It will run until December 1st. KTBS 3's Julie Parr has more on how you can participate. There's a complete list of participating businesses online. Just visit our website, ktbs.com. And still to come, blood donations are down. We'll tell you why and how you can help. And dozens of people forced out of their homes for Thanksgiving after a train derailment causes evacuations. Details after the break.